All right, y'all. So Ilhan Omar weighed in on Biden being caught with even more classified documents. Let's see what she had to say.
Start by getting your reaction to the news of today. 6 pages now, no additional pages of classified documents having been found at President Biden's home in Delaware.
Well, one, I'm glad that there is a special prosecutor that's been appointed to investigate.
You are glad that there is a special prosecutor. Tell me why.
She's glad there's a special prosecutor investigating Biden. She's glad. Based. Now, by the way, the way Democratic politics works, she's going to get a phone call from Hakeem Jeffries or somebody in the Biden administration, and they're going to be like, excuse you? Excuse you? There are other Democrats who are going around here. I'll show you. Other Democrats are going around. Hank Johnson says the classified documents were planted because it's suspicious timing. So they're expecting, full fall in line mode. They're expecting that. And at least from Ilhan, they're not getting it. And props to her for that. This is a based reaction.
Because anytime there is a deviance in regards to security protocols, that should be taken serious. It should be investigated. What I find interesting is that Republicans who have defended Trump after he literally stole classified documents, refused to turn them over, lied about having them, made up some story about how he declassified them, had to have his house raided in order for those documents to be found, are now only interested in investigating Biden, who has cooperated, who his own staff and former staff have themselves turned these documents in. So you have to understand, right? Republicans aren't really interested in upholding the law, in following security protocols. What they're interested in is playing a political game in now only wanting to investigate Biden.
Yeah, I think this is spot on. There are literal factual differences between the two cases. Trump had hundreds of documents. Biden had way less than that. Trump was not cooperating and, in fact, doing the opposite, and Biden was cooperating every single step of the way. With Trump, we know that some of the documents were the top secret of the top secret, the ones that really should be classified. With Biden, we don't know yet the exact levels of the documents. So there were differences. Those differences matter. An investigation as a result of those differences, it might, yield different results, right? But fundamentally, I think she's right about all of it. I think she's right that Biden should be investigated by a special prosecutor. Because again, to me, the most important thing is if you have the top secret of the top secret stuff, I would throw the book at them. Because that's the stuff that should actually be secret. It's like nuclear related stuff and things of that nature. That's unacceptable. We're not talking about, I'm a whistleblower and in good conscience, I'm taking the important things like Edward Snowden or Chelsea Manning, who showed U.S. war crimes or showed the U.S. violating your protection from unreasonable search and seizure. This is a totally different scenario, and it's something that's actually bad. So if they're doing that, or if they are selling the information, which Trump very well may have done with Biden, we don't know, but eventually evidence could come out that maybe that happened, right? Then you throw the book at them. But just the fact that she's willing to buck the party and say, yeah, do a special prosecutor, investigate, let's see where this goes, 100% agree. And by the way, who else said it? It was either Jamal Bowman, I think it was Bowman or Warnock, who came out and said the same thing. They're like, yeah, go ahead, investigate him. That is principle. I like that. I respect that. And she's right. You see the circling of the wagons. The same people who are acting like, classified documents, smassified flockuments, bro. What are you talking about? This is totally fine that Trump has this stuff, bro. What do you mean? Those people are now turning around saying, oh, classified documents. Go after Biden. Throw the book at him. And it's like, please, can you find a little bit of consistency? There are plenty of Democrats who are not consistent. Again, I'll show you this. Doing anything to cover up for Biden. But there's nobody on the right that I've seen to this point that's actually consistent on it. The only one who was reasonable enough was Karl Rove, who was like, hey, man, let's not pretend that what happened with Biden is exactly as bad as it was with Trump. And he gave a whole list of reasons with his whiteboard as to why that is. But investigate both of them, see where it goes, and we'll take it from there. But the point I can't escape making when having this conversation at all is this stuff is hilarious to me because basically the job of U.S. president is like crimes man. Like, you are chief crime committer, sir. You've been elected to commit the most crimes ever. That's what it is, right? The famous Noam Chomsky quote, if the Nuremberg laws were upheld, every post-World War II U.S. president would be hanged. I think that's accurate. And so here you have Trump, who's a committed war criminal. The guy signed a pro-torture executive order as president, increased drone strikes by 423%. He killed civilians in the process. His first raid as president killed a young American girl. You got Biden, who's doing a criminal blockade on Afghanistan, where he's not giving billions of dollars of their own money back to the country, leading to people starving in the streets. There's this like famine going on over there. Did that drone strike, which killed all these civilians when we were pulling out of Afghanistan. Like, these are like actual literal war criminals. But the thing we're like, hey, maybe you'll go down over this is classified documents. It shows you. Nothing in the world makes sense, man. Nothing in the world makes sense. On the list of crimes, this one, while it could still potentially be crimes for both of them, it's pretty far down the list. I'd say it's outside of the top 10, right? But hey, however justice comes, it comes. We'll see what happens. Ever since Adpocalypse, when YouTube defunded all independent news and politics overnight, we haven't trusted them. We know they can pull the rug out from underneath us at any time. If you enjoy this content, please consider tipping $1 or $2 per month on the Secular Talk Patreon. Link in the video description box below. Thanks for your support.